What's going on, guys? This is your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like ESPN, Ryan Clark, and many other people in the media is not holding back on Kevin Stefanski signing another injury-prone quarterback and is about to be labeled one of the worst coaches in NFL history. Now, this is crazy, bro. We broke the story here last night for us on YouTube about Kevin Stefanski actually signing Tua to the Falcons to compete against Michael Penix Jr. We all know the track record of Kevin Stefanski. He loved these quarterback competitions, but more importantly, he really loved left-handed quarterbacks. Many people was also insinuating that none other than Cleveland Browns quarterback Dylan Gabriel could possibly become the third man if they're going to add to the roster for the quarterback room before training camp. Now, many articles is coming out online about Kevin Stefanski being trolled, and people in the media is trolling him as well, which I'm going to play some of that shortly. I want to read some of this article, man. Somebody said, following back-to-back losing season, it didn't take long for him to land a new job, which we all know that. Kevin Stefanski is hired by the Atlanta Falcons, and the team made a big move on December the 1st of free agency. On the first day of free agency, Tua, who is being released by the Dolphins, will be headed to the headed to the Mercedes Dome, man. He will join Michael Penix Jr. Now, Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders had their woes with Kevin Stefanski last year, man. Kevin Stefanski to hold familiar competition with the Falcons, dog. Now, I'm pretty sure the Falcons is going to be doing a press conference very, very soon. Probably by the end of this week. I'll be very interested to hear what they got to say about the matter. But we got to listen to Ryan Clark from ESPN. He did not hold back. This was hella funny. Let's
cut the light off. Like, honestly, and this is in no way a disrespect to Tua, but if I'm already dealing with Michael Penix, who has knee issues and injury issues, I don't want to have another quarterback in my quarterback room who health, injury, and safety is a concern. I want a quarterback who I believe I can count on, a quarterback who can do some of the things from a physical standpoint that maybe Michael Penix can't do because of some of the injuries. And I know we keep talking about having two left-hand quarterbacks. Man, I don't care if they throw the ball with their forehead, right? You need them to be healthy. And we're saying that he could fit into some of the things that Tommy Rees can do. Mike McDaniel built his entire offense to help Tua Tagovailoa be successful. The reason he got the deal for over 50 plus a year in Miami was because everything there was perfect for him. You want to talk about yards after the catch? Nobody did that the way Tyreek and Jalen Waddle did early on in Tua and Mike McDaniel's tenure. I don't love this. I don't believe this is the right decision. I believe not having a quarterback in that room who you can count on from a safety and injury standpoint was not the move.
But this to me is a backup quarterback signing. I mean, that's really what this is how I look at it. They need somebody to hold the fort down.
But you got to feel like with Michael Penix, you're going to get to the backup at some point.
Well, yeah, I mean, third ACL tear, that's the reality for him. Penix on his 5th season-ending injury in 8 seasons between the college ranks and the NFL. Dan, you wanted to comment one more thing on Penix or Tua.
RC, I agree with your points, and I'm not sitting here telling everybody that I think this is you are the starting quarterback, but you needed someone who could be the starting quarterback in Atlanta. And while your points are 100% fair and valid, I think the reality is Atlanta and Ian Pace, their new general manager with Matt Ryan, Ian Cunningham, looks at it and goes, we don't have a first-round pick. The other options out there, Kirk Cousins, and the cost has moved on, is Geno Smith, who might have other options. Kyler Murray, who might have other options. And so I think when you're Atlanta and you look back and you look at reality, you need someone who can at least...
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys.
Operate your offense for a chance throughout the offseason and the starting of the season. At a minimum.
That's really fair. That's really fair.
And guys, remember, the Dolphins are paying the majority of his salary. The Falcons don't pick until the 48th pick in the draft. That's almost midway through the second round. So when you look at what they may get at that point, they probably didn't think they were getting huge money from the Tennessee Titans. They entered the window as one of the top cap space teams in the league, and they brought in some ex-Giants to join Brian Dable, including At cornerback, Cordell Flott, one of two major.
Now, this was not the only show that gave reality to the situation for the Atlanta Falcons. Many shows did not hold back this morning. Speaking about the Atlanta Falcons, it's all over social media. Everybody's talking about it, and it's just an interesting situation, man. I don't know if Kevin Stefanski really love his job, but he should really think about the decisions he making, bruh, because he is becoming the laughingstock of the NFL, and I mean that quite literally.
There were many and varied. Here we go. Free agency. Deals were flying. Start with the stunner. Chiefs addressing the running back spot. Signing Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker away from Seattle. 3 years, $28 million guaranteed. Walker, the fourth reigning Super Bowl MVP, to change teams that following season. Then the quarterbacks started flying off the shelves. Miami, the first to make a move, signing former Packers quarterback Malik Willis. 3 years, $45 million guaranteed. Willis only has 115 dropbacks in 2 years with Green Bay, but played well when he had the opportunity. Then the next quarterback, and this one took a lot of people by surprise, Tua Tagovailoa, after being released by the Dolphins in the morning, found a new home almost immediately, signing with Atlanta, a one-year deal. Tua will compete with Micheal Penix, who is rehabbing a torn ACL, so he should get plenty of time, Tua should, during the summer. And then finally, after playing his first 12 seasons in Tampa, Mike Evans said goodbye to the Bucs and signed in San Francisco. 3 years, $60 million, $16 million of that is guaranteed. Played a career low 8 games last year, dealing with a host of injuries. And so Adam Schefter, who's the busiest man you know all day yesterday and all through the night, and back up with us this morning. Schefty, I'll start with this. There's one huge name we're still waiting on. I mentioned it. The shoe to drop is Trey Hendrickson. What is the latest we're hearing on him?
Well, here's the situation, Green. He's been in contact with a number of teams right now. The issue, I think, is this. You see the Houston Texans go out and give Danielle Hunter a $40 million a year extension. You see yesterday the Carolina Panthers shock the NFL and give Jalen Phillips $30 million a year. Trey Hendrickson sees himself in the company of those kinds of players. And so you would think that there would be a corresponding contract in that vicinity. But if there's not a team out there that's willing to give you $40 or $30 million, sometimes it takes a player a little bit of time to understand how the market works like that, and to accept that just because Danielle Hunter might get 40, you might not get 40. Just because Jalen Phillips gets 30 doesn't mean you get 30. And so right now he's talking to a bunch of teams, but nobody has met his price just yet. And he's a very strong-minded, prideful person. He wants to get his price, and until he feels like he does, he's not willing to compromise on that.
So that is the latest NFL news coming out of ESPN. I will continue to track free agency throughout the day. Get down in the comment section right now. Let me know y'all thoughts about this. Make sure you guys keep the bells on. Like always, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, bro. Peace out.